This is Dork4 Kelso again on Wednesday for another comic book pull, and I'm going to go through what's brand new and then go through some stuff I really want you to maybe read if you're interested. So our first number one here, we have Hadrian's Wall. Okay, this is from Image, and it's by Higgins, Siegel, Reese, and Pateri, who I do not know. I don't think I'm reading anything from them at the moment, so I want to show you this great artwork we've got here to make you interested. Alright, I do believe a lot of it is about space, but the premise behind Hadrian's Wall is that nuclear bombs actually went off during the Cold War between Moscow and New York, and then there was aftermath and all of that. They tried to rush to space and colonize that, and so now it's 100 years later, society seems to be doing well, and now there's even new problems between, I think, Russia and the United States. What's also interesting is the title Hadrian's Wall made me think of history, because I got a history degree, and a Roman Empire built a wall like 2,000 years ago to keep out the barbarians on the British Isles, and it was Hadrian's Wall, and it still stands. You can go see it. It's like a cultural heritage site, so hopefully that ties into the comic. I think that'd be really cool. This Jack the Lantern was given to me by the owner of the comic shop I go to for free, which is always great. I love free comics. And it's from Castle Rain Entertainment, which I've never heard of, honestly, so sorry. But we have some supernatural stuff going on, it looks like. I'm not really sure. I'm going to take a look at it. It's nice and thick, lots of story. Looks like demons, pumpkin head people, elves, all kinds of fun stuff. So we'll get into that. Alright, but they're ones that I'm really interested in and read on a consistent basis. So we're going to start with Throwaways. First of all, Throwaways is on issue 3. And this is from Image right now, okay? And it is about, it's the MK Ultra was a project from the government, real, not in the comic book, where they experimented on people in the 50s and 60s, and then obviously a couple years later, you know, it's found that that's not okay to experiment on people, and so it was discontinued. But this is about if that program continued into the modern world and people being experimented on. Alright, we also have Norman by Stan Silas. Great. Okay, Norman's fantastic. If you've never read Norman and you like, you know, serial killer children, you'd be interested in Norman. This is from Titan. Yeah, this is from Titan. We'll take a look at the art. He's this adorable little child with a make-believe friend that floats around. And that's Norman. And he kills a lot of people, and he's really funny, and he tries to like go to school like a normal kid, but it really just doesn't work. Alright, so that's Norman. This is the ongoing series now, but there's past issues about Norman as well. We also have Harrow County. Right, Harrow County is a very dark, witchy, mysterious type of book. It's on issue 16. There's already trade papers out if you're interested. This is from Dark Horse. And I absolutely love it. This is horror at its finest. And if you're not interested in the hacky, slashy horror that everyone likes nowadays, you'd be more interested in the Harrow County horror about how this little girl is just a part of the horror world, and it wasn't her choice. Okay. We also have Spread, I've talked about before. Okay, this is also from Image, from Justin Jordan and John Bivens, who we love. Okay, Spread is amazing. You can look at the, cover and get a really good image of what it's going to be. But here is some fun things for you to look at. There's a nice preview of Spread. Okay, this is on issue 16 as well, so it's a very long-going comic. They also have trade papers. If you're interested in that, definitely check it out. It's post-apocalyptic, crazy things taking over people. I think you can get the picture. Alright, Aether and Empire we have from Blue Juice. One of my favorite indie comic producers. I read pretty much everything that Blue Juice produces. And this is a steampunk meets exploration meets aliens in space novel going on. It's really fascinating. The art is great. And there's a lot of drama that's been starting up. This is in issue 6, and it's really just now starting to get into what's going on and what the comic book's going to be about. So I do suggest that. No trade papers, I believe, as of now. Alright, another fun comic we have this week is The Fix, which is on number 5. I think I've skipped a few issues. I think I only read issue 1 and 2. But as far as I remember, I think these are some detectives in Los Angeles who are really just not that great at their job. They kind of party, take their status for granted, and they're not the greatest detectives right now. They're in kind of a hot mess. Some people have died, they've been involved in some shady stuff, and it's all going to start coming down on their heads. So we're going to kind of see what happens with these detective guys in the fix. For today, that I suggest that you get a part of if you haven't, is Birthright. Okay, I saved the best for last. Birthright is one of the best comic books out there right now, in my opinion. This is on issue 19. We're getting to the end of the story arc. And let's see. Let's find something fun for you. The first page is awesome. Pretty much, there's Earth, and then there's Terranos. And the people that live on Terranos, who are mages and dragons and all the fantastical things that you believe in, they're now coming into the human world, and those two worlds are really starting to interact. And we're in issue 19, and that's the interaction between the humans and the other Terranos people is really starting to come to a head. So that's going to be great, and I can't wait to finish the story arc and get started on the next one. Okay. So thanks for checking out another Comic Book Wednesday. This is not everything from my hold folder, though, that I just presented to you in the links below. You will be able to click on those and go to the other comic books that I did not give you information about. So if you're interested in those, you can be led there. If you have any questions about the comic books I did present, or about the ones in the links, please feel free to leave a comment. I will get back to you, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about these comic books, or suggest to me what you would want me to try to read. I think you can get my tastes from what I'm showing you, and then if you want any other suggestions, please just ask, and I'd be willing to answer. All right, y'all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you again next Wednesday. Peace out, nerds.